And now it's time to check out the final episode, episode 4, called The Torchbearer, from the Baahubali Torchbearer docu-series. If you haven't seen the previous 3 reactions, check it out here. There's a reaction, I have to, cut it down because of the copyright. I cannot put it out there, so that's the problem. But really enjoying this series, really fun till now to get to know all the, behind the scenes and everything that happened and the impact it left. So now the 4th is called The Torchbearers. So what's gonna be about, how it changed the impact, and all the things that happened after the both films came out. Let's see what's in store for us. And again, if you enjoy, do like, subscribe, and hype the video.
Saho, North.
Oh, they're talking about Saho. Yes, after Bahubali, what happened?
25, 26 something, 26 and a half.
He knows his numbers, huh?
So that was really shocking. It happened only because of Bahubali.
That's true.
Radhesham, that ship episode or any film I'm doing after that is only because of Bahubali.
But that's also a curse, right? That's the Bãhubali as a Rajamouli curse. That what he's talking about, like Radhesham didn't need to spend that amount of money to make that film, but they did. Saho also, like, they just lost the track what they were doing. That was a different thing only. So after Bãhubali, there have not have been great hits, right? I think Salar is one that stands out as a film that let's not get into technical numbers of hit or flop or whatever, but a really film that stood out. Okay, a good film after Baahubali we got to see with Prabhas is Salar. I think, is there any else? No. I think that's the issue also of what, because of Baahubali, what happened.
Suddenly the budget was so high and the size of the
Yep, that's what happens.
Ee రోజున Telugu cinema is the biggest industry in India.
That's true. The international recognition, okay.
ఒక African American ఉన్నాడు. He was in front of me and
I recognized him.
oh my god, it is the king Ballala Deva అన్నాడు. But Bahubali gave a liberation to Indian popular cinema to experiment things. In ஒரு சின்ன ஐலண்ட் ஆஸ்திரேலியா பக்கத்துல இருக்கு. டோட்டலாவே 8 lakhs the people. இங்க போனப்போ அந்த 8 lakhs people கட்டப்பா போய் கட்பா అక్కడ పిల్లలందరూ బాహుబలి చూసానన్నారు. ఆఫ్టర్ బాహుబలి ఎఫెక్ట్ వాజ్ ఎక్కడికి బాహుబలి వెళ్ళింది అనేది ఇట్స్ వాజ్ మ్యాజిక్.
I think that's what happens, right? Like a film transcends the language barriers, the look, geography, everything. Like once you have done it with the full passion, everything you have put 110% of yourself into it, and that's the result you get for it. If you have done your work the best way possible.
సిక్కిం పోర వడిలో எல்லா టోల్ గేట్లు ఎన్న నిறுத்தி టిల్నో ఎక్కడో వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఎక్కడైనా వేరే కంట్రీ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు రాజమౌళి ఫోన్ చేసి ఇక నన్ను ఎక్కడికి తిరగనివ్వా. వై ఇండియా ఇట్ కెన్ గో బియాండ్ కదా, మా ఓపికో మా ధైర్యం అంతవరకు వెళ్ళలేదు. బట్ వీ మేడ్ అన్ ఎఫర్ట్.
This is important, this is very, very important, because you need to create these networks. You need to create, these connections with people across different territories, and that helps your film to travel. You cannot just say, oh, I spent money, trailer, put banners and on digital marketing, this that is enough. No, you have to make sure, create these connections, so that I think that's what they're doing with Varanasi also. They went to Brazil recently, they went to Europe recently, so they are building these connections, this familiarity with Rajamouli and his films before, and trying to use that to take Varanasi ahead. And I think that's a genius thing they are doing with Ramayana. That's why I'm a little weird that being D-Neg and they have worked with Hollywood, they're still not able to crack that level of connections which Rajamouli has already proven with Triple R and his other films. And they're just utilizing that to make a bench for Varanasi to climb up, which Ramayana, it feels like right now that's not happening with them.
So Japan is like my country, our country. ఒక్కళ్ళు సెల్ ఫోన్ లో ఫోటో తీయరు, అందరూ లైన్ లో నుంచి. ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఆడియన్స్ అంత ఎక్కువ చూడరు కదా, కొంచెం తగ్గిద్దాం అని చెప్పి 2 hours 15 minutes.
Rajamouli films cannot be trimmed down. Every scene is important.
అక్కడ జపాన్ ఆడియన్స్ కి తెలిసింది ఇలాగా తగ్గించారని చెప్పి చాలా ఫీల్ అయిపోయారు. మాకు కుదరదు, మాకు ఫుల్ వర్షన్. They felt very emotional towards that character and fell in love with that character.
I think his character was actually, he had a whole arc of him being a comedy sidekick, to finally actually becoming, having that courage to fight back. He had this whole arc, and then, he got taken with like in a plot, and he died, and that you connect, oh, we lost that guy, your friend, something wrong happened to him. He was a good character. I think that's why you connect with him, and that's why, like, the story works. It's not about the actors at all. It's not about what kind of a role you had. It's just about the impact the character left.
Rama అమ్మగారిని ఆ బతిమని
వెల్కమ్ నోట్స్ అది రాయటం.
Japan is actually crazy, man. The people, if they once they get into that fandom of something, they just go all out. Be it anime for them itself, and even like Marvel, DC, like all of that. Once they get into the hype and they love the product, they'll just totally get into it. From costumes, cosplays, to merchandise. Like once you get them, they are for you throughout life.
ఒక ఆయన నుంచి ఉన్నారు. He was telling me his wife was a very good fan of mine. ఆవిడ 6 months బిఫోర్ షీ వాజ్ ఎక్స్పైర్డ్ అండ్ ఆవిడ ఫోటో కుమార్ వర్మ డ్రెస్ అటైర్ లాంటి అటైర్ ఆవిడ వేసుకుని ఆవిడ నా ఫోటో పట్టుకుని నా ఫోటో.
వావ్,
అంటే అంత బాధ
క్రేజీ.
అనిపించింది.
వావ్,
మాటలో చెప్తే ఇట్స్ ఇంపాసిబుల్ టు.
I can understand. Oh, look at those costumes. I feel they should have actually, made a manga or something like that for Japanese audience, to develop more fandom for Baahubali. I think that I don't know if they already did or not. 10 years. Filmmaking reimagined. Yep. For this, I think Prabhas said that he was so invested, like he was sat there and watched the whole film, and then he was like, no, we have to go down here.
All the events that happened there. Winston Churchill's speech, Muhammad Ali's
ప్రోగ్రామర్లు బాంబే వెళ్ళినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఇళ్ళు కలుస్తుంటారు. వాళ్ళు నన్ను క్వశ్చన్ వేస్తుంటారు, సార్ పార్ట్ 2లో స్ట్రింగ్స్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వాడారండి, బెల్గేరియా లేకపోతే ఏదో అబద్ధం ఆడచ్చు, షో బిజినెస్ కదా.
Yep.
But
What he
I
did.
prefer to tell the truth. Everything was programmed by the programmer.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Jeevan Babu and Dinesh. Visual effects quality, I think
Yep.
that came from Baahubali.
we are struggling to sell the visual
Yep,
effects to
that's true.
ఆడియన్స్. ఇలాగా విజువల్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్ లో ఎక్స్ట్రా మనీ కావాలి, లేదంటే ఇలాంటి సీక్వెన్స్ తీయాలంటే దే ఆల్వేస్ లుక్ అస్ యాజ్ ఏ లాస్ట్ ఆప్షన్,
Yeah.
అండ్ దే నెవర్ గివ్ ఎ ప్రయారిటీ టు ద విజువల్ ఎఫెక్ట్స్.
That's the problem, right? I think the film, because for most films, right, VFX is the last part. Okay, we'll make the film and then VFX add to make it better, but if it cannot forget. That's the, mindset was. And that's Bahubali changed, because Bahubali is built on the thing that VFX is part of telling the story. Without VFX, the story is incomplete. So to build this world, to make it believable, to make it convincing, you need all of that. So it has to be part of a production, you have to give them time, the money and effort to go in. So you have to, give them enough attention and respect. If you just think, oh, post mein sambhal lenge, we'll take care of in the post, that's the attitude, then nothing will happen.
So what do they do? The drama, Baahubali, high drama, visual, but that is Rajamouli. So we thought like we'll go on a screenplay film. Then we thought we'll do a love story, Prashant Nil, Nagi and all.
Oh, I forgot. I don't know if last video I mentioned about his other film, Salar and Kalki also is one of the films that really worked.
Super duper stress, like
That's the Bãhubali curse. That's the Rajamouli curse. It's so hard. I think that's why he picked different subjects, but again they bloated with that budget and tried to make it big scale pan-Indian films unnecessarily. That's what the big issue behind those films.
Bombay, what will they like? Tamil, what they will they like?
That's the problem.
Every step after Baahubali was experiment, stress, success, that is responsibility. Suddenly, 1:1000.
Yep. Like now, like you have given them that, you feel the weight of it, that now we have to, they gave us so much love, we have to give them something better, so that's why there's more stress now.
Most stressful years in my life after Baahubali. But yeah,
I like that he's agreeing and sharing his thoughts and talking about it. I think it's the first time we are hearing it from him. Most of the times if he has done the films, he doesn't talk much and all of that, so we never got to know his side of what was he going through with those phases, when the films were not like, maybe budget money wise they were making the money, but they are not today. No one recalls them
today, like even to make Kalki or Salar or anything,
yeah,
because Baahubali happened first.
True.
Honesty in every scripts that take.
We have not seen her enough, right? After Bãhubali, like there have been very few films.
యాజ్ అ ఫిల్మ్ మేకర్, యాజ్ అ రైటర్, బాహుబలి నాకు ఆన్ స్క్రీన్ అన్న దానికన్నా బిహైండ్ స్క్రీన్ నాకు నేర్పింది.
Baahubali act பண்ணதுக்கு நான் தெலுங்கு, హిందీ எல்லா లాంగ్వేజ్ యాక్ట్ பண்ண.
I've seen him in every language now.
కాంప్లిమెంట్స్ వస్తుంది, ఇంత పెద్ద దీని తర్వాత ఏంటి, ఇంతకంటే ఏం చేయగలుగుతాను నేను.
I think we don't realize this fact, right? Like after giving such a big hit, of course the technicians would have got a better job, better pay, oh, you have worked on Bahubali, I want, in my team and all of that. But also the actors, right? Now they have a pressure of, we have done such a big role, such an iconic role, now what to do, now how to challenge myself or challenge the audience or get a different role, or people would like to now make me the same thing. As Prabhas said, I just want to make action film, different film trying to do, so all these things are also an after effect, which is like a curse also. It becomes which was something such a good thing also become a curse for people.
రాజమౌళి గారు షూటింగ్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఒక్కసారి కూడా
ఓకే
ప్రమోషనల్ ఈవెంట్ కి అప్పుడు వచ్చి ఆ షోలో చెప్పారు, నా కెరియర్ లో నేను చేసిన బెస్ట్ కాస్టింగ్ ఇస్ శివగామి. వాస్ మోర్ దెన్ అ నేషనల్ అవార్డ్ ఫర్ మీ.
వావ్.
The whole Bahubali marketing, this thing helped me in positioning or taking RRR wherever it is right now.
And it's like a stepping stone, right? You learn and then you use that knowledge and work on something new. There you get more knowledge and use that for later. And after Bahubali Triple and now for Varanasi they're doing the same. Just having fun.
Then cinematographers started getting more prominence of like a how
yep, as I said, all the technicians would get better, and get more attention.
People remember me today only because of Bãhubali. I think the last scale and the lavishness.
That's true, right? Just to inspire already people who make films and industry, or also people who, kids who saw Bahubali and like was amazed by what they saw and they wanted to make films. And like something, what Star Wars did for so many people in US, in Hollywood, they say Lord of the Rings did for many, so similarly Bahubali did that for Indian cinema.
Best action, direction, stunt, choreography.
That's amazing that we have a national award for action, stunt and Oscar doesn't. That's a great thing.
అసలు నా కంపోజిషన్కి నాకు నేషనల్ అవార్డు రావటం ఏంటి అని చాలా ఒంటరిగా ఫీల్ అయ్యాను. బట్
cricket, of course, you have a long stick or something in your hand, you play cricket with it.
And for me it's a lifelong journey. It has not ended and I don't think it is going to end anytime soon.
It has not ended at all. Oh,
Bahubali for me is encapsulated. It was a PhD.
Definitely.
For me.
They're acting the whole scene now.
దిస్ ఈజ్ అ బాహుబలి సైజ్
Dosa, Bahubali biryani, Bahubali pizza. Yep, that's true.
అండ్ సంథింగ్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్. బిగ్ కి ఒక సినానిమ్ గా బాహుబలి
Yep.
అయింది.
if your dreams don't scare you, they are not big enough.
Wow, that's a very good quote. That if your dreams are not scaring you, that means you're not. Wow, that's very well said.
Even in my coma stage I cannot
Something we'll cherish for the rest of our lives.
Katappa.
ఒక పెద్ద ఆవిడ గుర్తుపెట్టి మా వద్దనే, అమ్మ నువ్వు బాహుబలి సినిమాలో పనిచేసావు కదా అని అంటే, అవునండి అంది. చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ అమ్మా, నేను బాహుబలి 1 చూశాను, నాకు క్యాన్సర్ ఉందమ్మా, పార్ట్ 2 చూడకుండా
Wow.
పార్ట్ 2 చూడకుండా నేను చనిపోతానేమో భయం వేసిందమ్మా, బట్ రిలీజ్ అయింది చూసాను, చాలా సంతోషం అన్నారు. ఇంత ఇంటెన్సిటీతో కాదు కానీ చాలా చాలా ఎమోషనల్ మూమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయండి బాహుబలికి.
I myself have a story which I actually told to the producer of Bãhubali, and I actually want to one day share that with Rajamouli also.
and that's the quote from Paulo Coelho which says
Okay, one of the greatest book one of the only book I have read. Few books I have read, but a great book, man. I think somewhere or the other, after going through everything, you think that, there was some invisible hand to all of it, call it fate, God, whatever, call it, but there was this unseen force at play also with us trying to do everything, pushing boundaries, giving everything we had. But there was this external thing also that was just doing something that, today we are sitting here and talking about it.
తన నమ్మకమే తన ఆయుధమై పోరాడుతుంటే తలంచదా విధి సైతం. బాహుబలిని ఎంతకన్నా బెటర్గా ఏ కొటేషన్ డిఫైన్ చేయలేదు.
It's so good, that they're showcasing all these people behind the scenes who would never know their names, nothing, but they gave everything to the film. All the workers, all the crew. Wow.
and the world is not ready yet but there will be a Bãhubali.
What?
Correct.
And the legacy continues. Okay. A Bahubali 3 is happening? Is that what they were saying, or were they talking about the Eternal War thing? Is that the thing of Bahubali 3? Because he said 3. Eternal War is now a separate animation thing they are doing. And I think this Eternal War was announced way before this, like they shot the interview portion. So I'm guessing there's actually a plan for Bahubali 3. And there were the rumors going on internet when this came out, that Bahubali 3 is happening, Bahubali 3 is happening, is announced. I'm like, I was searching ways to announce. It's not announced. Now it makes sense why what people are talking about. What could it be? Like that right now Varanasi is going on. Like I don't know, Prabhas getting free. Like I think there's a sequel for Tripper also happening. Like when we get to see Bãhubali, I'm not sure. So I don't know what's the plan there. But if it happens, it has to, so much pressure and so much, expectation will be there from it. But before that, you want to see Bahubali the Eternal War Part 1, Part 2 coming out in 2 years. So very excited for that too. But yeah, man, this was a great series to get to know behind the scenes. I would say the way the music was cut, it was like they used all the music from the movie, and suddenly it was cutting off, suddenly it was starting. They're trying to create an effect, but it didn't work for me. And I think at some point they started to just repeat. I think 4 episodes was not needed. 3 episodes would have actually done better and no repetition and much more clearer. But I think 4th episode was needed to see the after effects of what Bahubali did. So I think that's how they broke it down to 4 episodes. But yeah, it was a good watch. Understanding everything behind the scenes, what all happened, from where they started, the dream, how did they cover the dream, what happened after the dream was done, and everything they faced, and then the magic of cinema, what it can do to people. What a film, 2 films, how it changed the landscape of cinema, landscape of the people who worked on it, everyone, and that's the speciality of, just because someone dare to dream, someone dare to push the boundary and take that step, take the leap of faith. And today we are here sitting, watching a docu-series about those films, how they were made. That's how far we have come, full circle. So really enjoyed it. I hope you also enjoyed the reactions. If you did, do like, share, subscribe, comment below, hype the video, and I will see you next time. Check out this video next later, whatever. Have fun, enjoy.